Hello and Happy New Year and welcome back to 100% Minis. Now, if you don't know what the channel's all about, if you go back to my previous videos that I've put on, there's an introduction video. The introduction video will show you exactly what the channel's all about. But today is the first sort of proper video, I would say, and today we're going to look at this car, which is my own car, which is an F56 Challenge 210. Now, I've had the car since about September. So I've had a little bit of time to live with it. So now I'm going to do an overview video, exactly what the features are. So first up, we're going to take you around the car and show you the exterior, and then we'll go at the interior and see exactly what the interior's got to offer. So we'll start at the front of the car. It's got the Sport Pack, which gives you the nicer front bumper. It's also got the spotlights, which I think are a lovely addition. Although one of the problems is the front spotlight does cover the Cooper S sign, which I think is a little bit of a design fault, but never mind. We've got the front bonnet scoop, which is in carbon fibre, which obviously doesn't actually do anything, but it does look nice. We've also got the black trims going around the lights and front fogs as well. If we move to the side of the car, we've got the Cooper S sign in chrome with indicator. We've also got the Challenge 210 decals on the side, which I think look really good. Just set the car off and obviously tells everybody else what the car is. We've then got the carbon fibre door mirrors, which I think are a lovely addition. They're quite expensive. On the options list, they're quite expensive. And we've got the chrome detailing going all around the bottom of the windows. Obviously chrome door handles. Move around to the back. We've got the stripes going down the back, as we have on the front. We've got the Cooper S sign on the back, and we've got a sort of rear diffuser type sort of look, with the reverse camera. You can just see that, and the John Cooper Works Pro exhaust system, which is absolutely fantastic. If you want to go and have a look at the previous video that I did, I showed you exactly all the different modes that it has in open and closed. So head over to my YouTube channel and have a look at the video that I put on for there for the different sounds. I've also got rear parking sensors as well, which I know on a Mini, rear parking sensors and a rear camera sounds a bit ridiculous, but they do come in handy sometimes. We've also got the black light trims. Come around the other side, we've got a chrome fuel cap, and again the decals on this side as well. The wheels, and sorry I haven't had time to clean the wheels. The wheels are the 18-inch cup alloys. They are really nice, but I do intend on changing them. I want all black, I think, when I've got the car lowered, and the different colour brake calipers. So we'll wait and see about that. So that's the outside of the car. We'll head inside now and have a look at the interior. So now we've actually come to the interior now, so we'll have a quick look around. We've got the cross punch leather seats, which are heated. They are really good, they're really nice to look at, and the heated seats are great, especially at this time of the year. They're not the most supportive seats I've ever had. I might change them in the future, I'm not sure, we'll see. But at the moment I'm not going to. We've got the John Cooper Works steering wheel, which I have to say is a really nice steering wheel. It is really nice. The sort of places for your thumbs here, it just seems to work for me. I don't know if it works for everybody else. The way my hands are, the feel of it, it's really chunky. And it's nice. It's obviously a multifunctional steering wheel. We've got a cruise control on this side here. And if we go at this side here, we've got voice control, so it's voice activated, so I can ask the car to change the radio station or a destination input for the sat nav. It doesn't always work. You do get some obscure places when you're asking for other places. It's also got the controls for the radio, here the volume. You can flick to the stations. It's also got a button for your phone as well. So you press that and it goes into your phone menu, and you can dial somebody's phone number, or you can go through your address book and dial the breed that you want. Behind the steering wheels, you've got your indicator stalk here with your trip computer as well. And the trip computer is on this display here. It's inside, and if you just click through, it changes all the different settings. On this side of the steering wheel, you've got your windscreen wipers. So in the centre here, we'll have an armrest. Now, this armrest, when it's fully down, which I only found out I could actually do that after owning the car for a couple of weeks, when you pull the handbrake up, it goes up. So when you put the handbrake back down, it then stays in the up position, which means then when you go to change gear, your arm's a little bit too high. So you've then got to adjust it by this handle here, lift it up, put it down, and then it's a lot more comfortable. Again, another little design fault, I think, by Mini. We've then got our handbrake, which is next to the armrest, and we've got our iDrive controller here as well, which is absolutely brilliant. You can obviously control everything on this center screen here. The buttons around it, they're a little bit fiddly. If you can't remember which is which, when you're driving along, you don't want to be looking down here, so I tend to just use this to go through the menus, because this can actually control everything. It also has a little function as well, where if you're writing something in, or if you're looking for something or want to put a letter in, you could actually just use this. This is actually a touchpad as well, which is a nice little feature to have. To be honest, I don't use it very much, but it's a nice little feature to have. And there's obviously the back and the option button here to go back. And there's a little center button here, which is the menu button. If you press that, you end up going back to the main screen. But I tend to just use the iDrive controller here. Just quite neat, quite nice to use. We've then got the gear stick, which is a lovely gear stick. It is really nice to use. It's quite short now because I've actually had a Forge quick shifter fitted, which was quite a cheap option really, for the different feel that it gives. But it is quite a nice gear stick. It's quite a nice feel. I don't know if I'll be changing that. I think I'll just leave it the way it is. You've got your obviously 1 to 6 with the reverse on the top there, if you can see that. And then down at the bottom of the gear stick, we'll have this control here. Now this takes it from mid mode, which it's always set in when you start the car. Put it to the right, everything goes green, like so. That's for economy driving, which I don't use too often. And then one more along, it goes to mid. The central display lights up. And then one more along goes to sport, which is the setting I try to use as much as I can, if I'm totally honest with you. Also with the turn it from green to mid to sport, it's got the variable dampers as well, so it stiffens up the ride. In sport is a lot stiffer than it is in mid and green mode, which I think is really good. Just keeps it, you know, on normal driving, it's nice and comfortable. And when you put it in sport mode, you can actually feel some difference, which I think is really nice. You can actually feel something changing in the sort of car, which hopefully when I change the suspension, I'll be able to keep that feature as well. Fingers crossed. Then got the different buttons down here. This button here is to actually lower the head-up display, which I actually leave on all the time because I quite like the head-up display. This button here is your traction control. This one here, which is flashing now, is the start-stop button, and this one here is your start-stop function when you're actually sort of driving, just to save fuel. I just tend to leave that alone. We've got the heated seats for both sides, and they're really good heated seats. They heat up really quick. You've got your air conditioning buttons and your circulation buttons and your rear demister. And further up, we've got temperature gauges, which I think are absolutely fantastic. I love it how it's inside. So you turn that left to right for hot or colder. This one here controls how much you want, and this little neat function in here changes where you're going to have the air blown, which I think again is quite a neat little feature. It just keeps it all quite neat and tidy. And we've got obviously dual aircon controls here for the other side as well. Moving up to the display, we've got a sort of volume display here, volume button, and switch it off and on. We've got your alarm button, different modes, again left and right, and then 1 to 6 for your radio channels. I tend not to use any of this, to be totally honest with you. I tend to use the iDrive controller and the volume controls in the steering wheel, which are a lot easier to use. And then you've got your hazard lights button here on the top. If we carry on to the left, we've got this fibre alloy interior surface. It's a nice little touch, to be honest. I'd rather have it in carbon fibre, but you know, I might change that in the future, I don't know. But it's quite a nice little feature. We've also got the vents, all the different vents going along. And then if we had a look further up here, we've got a speaker up here as well. And the rear view mirror up here. I'm not sure if you can see that, if it's coming up very well. We have got a button here that changes the lights for the interior. So if I head over to the light here at the side, I press that button, you can see that changing all the different lights. It's just a little gimmicky thing. I don't really touch it, to be honest. I just leave it on the blue. I quite like the blue. But it's something gimmicky, something little to play with, I suppose. And we've got different interior lights here as well. But again, just sort of little gimmicky things. Up here is obviously your microphone for your hands-free kit for the mobile phone. So this car has got obviously the Harman Kardon sound system with the 410 watts of music power with the 2 subwoofers. It also has the Media Pack XL with the 8.8 inch screen, navigation with 3D mapping, and a 20 gigabit music hard drive. It's also got a reverse camera, which I touched on when I went outside. If you just slot that into reverse, brings up what's behind me, and to be honest, it's a really good screen. And I know, again, being a Mini, it's a little, why have you got a reverse camera for a Mini? But it is really handy, just in case somebody does pull out of you, you can see exactly what's behind you. And it is really handy. It's a really good system. And obviously, you know, the last thing you want to do is obviously dink your Mini, your pride and joy. And so it is really handy having it. One of my favourite options on the car is the head-up display. Now if I just come back to where I'm sort of driving from, you see that it doesn't get in the way at all, and you can just see, I'm not sure if you can see the 0 in there, it's very faint, but it also brings up the sat-nav directions as well. So if you're driving along and you can have the radio on your main or your media, whatever, you then go to this side on your head-up display and it brings up all the directions and it tells you exactly what to do. It's really easy to follow. I thought it'd be quite complicated, but it is really easy to follow when it's got the sat-nav on. So that's an absolute cracking feature, and if anyone's going to get either a John Cooper Works or a Cooper S or any of the new Mini F56 models, I would definitely recommend the head-up display. I think it's a really good feature. Keeps your eyes on the road, especially if you're coming towards speed cameras. If you're not sure what speed you're doing, just have a quick glance down rather than looking at your speedo. Because we'll go to the speedo next. It's nice and easy to look at, but obviously the miles per hour there is a little miles per hour you can put on there, but I normally have the petrol, how much petrol I've got left. But as it's going up, you know, you might be able to just go above 30 in a 30 zone. Whereas if you've got the head-up display, you know exactly what you're doing. You just quick glance down, you can see what you're doing. It's got your fuel gauge here on the side, which is not the best fuel gauge I've ever seen, if I'm totally honest with you, but it's alright, does its job. I normally just have, again, the petrol, how much petrol I've got left anyway. And we've got the revs up here as well. The only thing I would change if I was Mini would be to have a little sort of rev counter on here as well. I've searched through all the options about the head-up display and I can't find anything to do with the revs. I would definitely have that on in the future. If they were going to redesign it, that's what I would have. We've also got the Harman Kardon hi-fi system, which again is an option I would definitely pick if you're going to buy a new F56. It just, you know, it's not the quietest of cars in here, and with a better hi-fi system, it just, you know, just drowns out the sort of road noise a little bit, because the tyres, obviously the run flats, and they are a little bit noisy. So the Harman Kardon system is really good. We've also got the plaque, which is what all Challenge 210s have got. Mine's number 15. They're all individually plaqued, and there was obviously only 210 of them made. So that's the basics of the interior. Whoops, sorry, forgot one more thing that rolls around all day when I'm driving is this, which again, if you haven't seen my previous videos, go on my previous videos and I'll show you exactly what this is all about. It's basically 2 taps on the top and it flashes red, which that means the valve on the exhaust is open. 2 taps again, like that, and the valve's shut. And it is quite a neat little piece, to be honest. I quite like it. It's leather, you know, it's chrome on the top. It is proper chrome, it's not plastic. I do really like it, but I just wish it could be somewhere in the car. There was a little holder for it somewhere, so you could just, I wouldn't have to like fish around for it down here. I know you can get the sort of foam holders that pop it in the middle of here. I just wish it could be something here like that, where there's a holder that just slots it in, so you can just click, because if I do want to turn the valves open, especially if I'm heading towards a tunnel or something like that, because I am a big kid, I have to go down here and try and fish it out and quickly open it and then put it into sport mode, and by that time I'm normally through the tunnel or through the underpass or whatever. So it's a bit of a pain. So it'd be nice if there was just something here. You could have it, so I don't know, here or something, just stashed. Okay, thanks very much for watching. We've got loads and loads of videos planned. I'm going to do, the next videos are going to be sort of what I dislike about the car and what I really like about the car. So that's the next 2 videos that are coming up. Also, we've just ordered the D-Cat for the car, Scorpion D-Cat, so we've got that to come, and we're going to be obviously changing the engine a little bit as well later on this month. So please have a look at my other videos that I've already got on YouTube on the channel. They'll show you exactly what the channel's all about. I've got the video of the exhaust that's on there as well. Have a look at that if you haven't seen the exhaust, all the different sounds it makes. And we're going to have the car changed slightly in looks by the end of January. I'm not going to give too much away because I want that to be a bit of a surprise. Please, if you want any videos done or any footage of the car, I'll do some driving footage as well when I get somebody to come along with us and do some videoing for us, which I've got planned. But if you want any specific videos done with the car, please leave in the comments box. Thumbs up the video, subscribe if you haven't subscribed, it's completely free, and we'll keep you updated as we go through. Hopefully mid-Jan we should be getting the D-Cat fitted, hopefully, fingers crossed, which I can't wait for, because that's going to sound like an absolute monster. And hopefully with the tuning that I'm looking at doing, I might spit the odd flame as well, but we'll see. But I can't wait. I'm really looking forward to it. If I get a summer's day, or a nice or sunny day, not a summer's day, a sunny day, I'll put some more footage of the car on the outside, and I'll give it a good wash and get some better footage. Until then, please thumbs up the video, and I'll see you again soon. Thanks very much.